पुलिस वाले का है।
पकड़ा गया।
Cooperation to listen your online classes because of your bright career will not be disturbed. That's why we have take more risk for conducting of online classes from our side, our management side, and as well as our department side also. So every faculty is ready to conduct online classes. Everybody has to utilize the facilities to listen the subject and to know listen the subject for your mental growth. So okay, let us come to the solids. So successfully, first of all, you have learned this is a pointical. Point is nothing but it is a geometrical element. It is a geometrical element. The point is represented with a and another point is also represented with B, and one more point is represented with B and C, D. So A, B, C, D, these are giving etc. This is the point A and this is the point B, the point C, and last point is nothing but the D also. So for every point geometrical element, it must be represented with one letter. That is maybe A, B, C, D, etc. So if you want to draw the projection of a solid, we must have an idea about how we have to draw the projection of a plane. If you don't have it, you must have an idea about how do the procedure for the drawing of a projection of planes also. Today we are going to do the solids. If you want to do the solids, you must have an idea about the plane. Then you can learn solids. If you want to draw the planes, you must have the knowledge about projection of straight line. If you want to draw the projection of a straight line, you must have an idea about points. If you know the projection of a point, you can easily draw the projection of straight lines. If you have the more knowledge about projection of a straight lines, you can easily attempt the projection of planes. If you have the knowledge about projection of planes, you can easily get the diagrams from the projection of a solids. If you don't have the knowledge about the projection of planes, you can't do the solids. If you don't have the knowledge about the lines, you can't do the planes. If you don't have the knowledge about projection of points, you can't do projection of straight lines and projection of planes and projection of solids, etc. So give me one answer, my dear students. Are you getting my voice properly?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. In the middle of the classes, I will check this. Are you listening or not? That's why I asked that one. Because if you are getting my voice clearly, you can understand easily. So why do we have to take problems here? That's why I'm asking. So the projection of points, you have the basic knowledge about the projection of points and projection of lines and projection of planes. Then it will become very easy to draw the solids in the projection, right? So the first unit is the projection of solids. So if you want to draw the projection of solids, you must have the basic knowledge about the plane, line and points. See, these are the points. So the points is we have learned already in the first semester the projection of points. So a point which will be the geometrical element is represented with B. It is 20 mm above the HPR, 30 mm in front of the VP, and the quadrant system which will be provided to draw the projections of a solid, which may be either situated in the first angle projection or in the second angle projection or third angle or fourth angle, etc. And in some cases he has given the data about the projection of points. So how did he give? So nothing but the projection of a straight lines are the points which will be situated on the reference line and which may be at a distance away from the VP, and it is given a distance away from the HP, So he has mentioned clearly in the first semester, you have the good knowledge about to draw the projections of a given straight line. Right? For example, if it is a straight line capital B, always the true points are indicated with capital B. If you are representing any object or anything in the engineering drawing, if you are representing with a capital letters indicated the true object or true points only. For example, this is a reference line, right? It is a, above the plane is nothing but the vertical plane and bottom one is represented with a horizontal plane, HP, right? And the point capital B, actually this is the true point, its name is capital B. Its name is capital B. If it is situated in the first quadrant, the front view which will become in the VP, and the projections are represented with and the top view which will be obtained in the HP. So these 2 points of the true object points B. So this is the true and these are the false. The projections are false. For example, I am true. So you are focusing a light on my body. So my shadow will be appeared on the board also. Shadow is mine, but shadow is not Vijay sir. It's a Vijay sir's shadow, right? Means shadow is the false and Vijay sir is the true. So I am represented with a capital letters. The shadow indicated with nothing. Shadow is nothing but the projection. The shadow is indicated with small letters. So these two are shadows. So when I focusing the top side, so my body shadow will appear on the ground. Is nothing but a horizontal plane. When you are standing in front of me, if you are focusing a light on my body, my shadow which will be up at the back side of the board also. When you are standing in front of me, that's why this is the front view. Front view is always appears in the VP only. So here the shadow which will be appeared on the ground on HP and it will be appeared on my back side of the wall. So that is represented with a front view. So there are 2 shadows, but actually how many objects are there? So only one object, that is Vijay sir's body. So I am is also true. So the 2 shadows which will be appeared on the ground and as well as the back side of the wall. So these are the 2 false only. Actually these are not true. That's why they are represented with small letters. Always small letters. So this is the capital B is the true. The projections of this particular capital B is always represented with a small letter. So means these are the false also. These are projections. But to represent which one is the top view and which one is the front view. So to indicating of that one, always the front view will represented with a dash, B dash. And this is without dash, B. Small b is a projection which in which especially if it is represented with a dash indicates the front view. If it is represented without dash is indicated as a top view. So we are taking a reference line that is a projector line from top to final, and if it is represented 20 mm above HP and 15 mm front of VP. So these are the projections of the straight line. If you have a good knowledge about the projection point, you can easily attempt the projections of a straight line also, because of the shortest distance in between your 2 points is called as a straight line. For example, there is a AB. This is point A and this is point B. So the shortest distance is called as, in between of the 2 points is called as a straight line. Right? It is a straight line. And again, C to D. I am joining C to D. C to D. In the same time, the shortest distance this one, and you can project a straight line. For example, a straight line AB parallel to VP and 10 mm in front of VP and parallel to VP and 10 mm in front of VP and 10 mm above HP. One of the ends of a 10 mm above HP, and which the straight line makes an angle of 45 degrees with HP. Therefore, the answer which will be appear like that. For example, this is a reference line XY and this is a 10 mm above HP and 10 mm in front of VP, 10 mm in front of VP. In this situation, and this is the one of the ends only, and it is represented with small a dash, and this is small a, top view, front view, and which makes an angle of 45 degrees with HP. That can be clearly shown in VP. And this is a straight line. This thick line is a straight line, a ADS, BDS, and the projector which will be obtained here, this is B, and this is the front view, and this is the answer. This is the answer. Yeah, you did the straight lines also. If you have a good knowledge, the basic knowledge about the projection of your straight lines, you can easily attempt the planes also. You can easily attempt the planes. The planes are nothing but these are also a geometrical device objects, so which are having the only length and width, and the thickness is negligibly very small, and it is generally negligible. It's not considerable thickness one. For example, there are totally 4 straight lines and 4 points are there. They get combined with a form into a plane. This is a sphere. Square is nothing but it has a length and width. Only 2 dimensions which can be measured on the plate also, length and width. And a triangular plane, there are 3 straight lines are there, and circular plane and a rectangular plane, etc. If you have good knowledge about projection of a plane, then you can easily attempt the projection of solids also. Projection of solids. Points, from points you get the lines. From the lines you get the plane. From the plane you will get solids. Because of, see, this is the one more plane, and this is also one more plane. And again this one is a one more plane, and finally this one. So how is this? It is a solid. This is a sphere. Cube. Cube means 6 sides are equal. This is side 1 and this side 2, side 3, side 4. I think some like this is called as a solid. What is that? Rectangular prism. Or sorry, sphere prism. Sphere prism means the top one is in sphere shape. The 4 sides are equal. The 4 sides are equal, and these rectangular planes, how many squares are there? This is one square as a top, and bottom one is also a bottom square. There are totally 2 square planes, and 1, 2, 3, and back one is 4. Totally 4 rectangular planes. 2 square planes are get combined to form into a sphere prism. The top face and this is bottom face. Bottom face is represented with base. It is always called as a base. Base or top face. And this is the top face. If it is, what is in shape? This is in square shape. That's why it is called as a sphere prism. See? This is one plane and this is one plane. That's why totally 6 planes are there in this particular solid. This is called as a solid. If you want to draw the projections of a solid, you must have an idea about planes. If you don't have the knowledge about the planes, you can't attempt at least in a single diagram of a projection of solids. Try to do at least 1 or 2 problems from the planes. It will become very easy to draw the projection of solids in the current semester, right? So I will show you some different objects. So this is also a solid, and this is also a, what is in the shape? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a pentagonal, and the bottom one is also in a pentagonal shape. And totally rectangular planes are there. These 2 edges are joined by the rectangular planes. Totally 5 rectangular planes, 2 pentagonal planes are to form into a pentagonal. What is this? It is a pentagonal prism. And if you see, this is nothing but a, ఇది కూడా ఒక రకంగా sphere prism. And if you see this one, it is tetragon. Tetragon means this is a one rectangular plane, and this side is also one more rectangular plane, and this side is also one more rectangular plane, and at the bottom one is also in rectangular plane. So totally they are getting formed into equilateral triangles. What type of triangles are there? Equilateral triangles are there. Totally 4 equilateral triangle planes are to join to get a tetragon. Tetragon means 4. Equilateral triangles are there in this particular solid. This is called as tetragon. And you can use this one also, and you can use this one also. Every plane can be taken as a base. And you see, this is called as a pyramid. Pyramid means all the planes are going to join into a top point. So they are going to join into a single point. How is the shape of the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentagon. Only it has. If you can see in the prism, top face are there and as well as the bottom base are there. There are two bases. One is top, another one is bottom. But in the case of pyramid which has only base, there is no top face. The base edges are going to join into a single point at the top by joining of all isosceles triangles. In this case, equilateral triangle, because of this edge is 50 mm. Again, this edge is also 50 mm. And again, remaining this edge is also 50 mm. All edges are 50 mm. But this particular, let us see one edge. For example, this is the one edge of a pentagon. Next, these one edge can be joined by using of a isosceles triangle. Means two sides are equal. These two lengths are equal and this is different. So, such type of how many isosceles triangles are there in this particular solid? Totally, how many edges are there in the pentagon? 5. That's why 5 isosceles triangles are there. 5 isosceles triangles are there. These isosceles triangles are going to join at a single point at a top, at some distance away from the base. This topmost point is called as apex. What is this? Apex. In some cases, the topmost point is also called as vertex. It is called as vertex or apex. This is pyramid. And this is also a pyramid. What is this? This is also a pyramid. So, what type of pyramid it is? How is the shape of the bottom?
Triangle.
You can see. It's a square, right? Square. And how many triangles are there? This is one triangle, and this is one triangle, and this is also one triangle, and and again this one is also one more triangle, right? And this is also one more triangle. Totally 4 edges are there in the square. That's why 4 isosceles triangles are going to join at a apex point. This point is called as apex point. So these are all joined at a particular point. This is called as, based upon the name of the base, it is called as, it is a sphere. That's why it is called as sphere prism. And the base is pentagon. That's why it is called as a pentagonal pyramid. It's not prism, sorry. It is a pyramid. And this is prism. Bases are same. Top face and bottom face are same. These are prisms. But it is called as, what is this? Pyramid. Because of all edges of a base are going to join it at a particular topmost point is called as a apex or vertex. In some cases, the part which will be cut from the object, in some cases, the small part which will be removed from the part. So, a small piece which is removed from the pyramid. The remaining top face will become like this also. So, such type of objects are called as a truncated solids or frustum. Truncated solids or frustum. They are called as, the solids are having a specialized name is called as. Actually, it is a sphere pyramid. Sphere pyramid. I will cut this particular topmost point. Some part of this particular object I will cut. I am removing like this. So, this small part is removed from this one. The remaining solid will be called as, it is called as frustum or truncated part. So, in some cases he will ask, this is the cutting part. The cutting